What is going on, my lovely friends? Candace B here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome to my new ones. How y'all doing? What's up? What's good with it? Guys, I'm using my new softbox lighting, and for whatever reason, I thought that there was not going to be a glare. I thought I would be able to get away with wearing glasses, but clearly that is not the case. So please excuse the fact that my glasses are glaring. We are back with another trade review slash Forex analysis, breakdown, etc., whatever you want to call it, video. And guys, let me just talk to you guys right quick, because I don't know if okay, I can't be the only one. I am not the only person who experiences those trades where everything's good, you know, you have everything set up, your stop loss, your take profit, all that good stuff, you're following your trading plan, and you know, you set your trade and you forget it, only to look back and see that price did end up going in your direction after it already hit your stop loss. Guys, I know I'm not the only one. Please comment down below, okay? Please comment down below and let me know, because this was the case this week. That's basically what I'm trying to say, is this was the situation this week. You know, it was a good trading week. I was feeling good. I was feeling confident. And yeah, I literally took 2 trades this week, 2 solid trades in my opinion. And we'll just see. I'll just show you guys how it played out. But before we get into this video, guys, I'm gonna need you guys to stop, pause this video right now and scroll down and hit that like button, please, just for me, okay? And while you're down there, you might as well subscribe, hang out with your girl, you know. I'm trying to think of more creative content to start making, so, you know, feel free to give me more ideas. I kind of want to do something where it's like I do like an account build or whatever, like a small account build, just to be relatable, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people don't start out with a lot of money when it comes to trading, but they want to know if it's realistic to be able to build an account from, let's say, $100, $200, $500. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. I can definitely do that. I just have to think of a creative way to do that. So yeah, but I will. So let me know. But that being said, guys, no more jibber jabbering. Let us get into this video. Alrighty, so we see the beautiful GBPJPY on my screen. This week was a pretty good week in terms of just being aware of price's direction. I know the last trading video I mentioned that I may not be trading this week or may not be taking too many trades, and really 2 trades was more than enough for me this week, just with NFP and all that good stuff. Even though NFP didn't really affect the markets the day of, like on the Friday, but I think that it did affect the markets in the days leading up. And so let's just kind of go through and see. I'm actually gonna start, let's take a look at the monthly, you know, just to see what's going on, because we know that we wanted to see how the month was going to start out. So it looks like GJ is really bullish right now for the month of August. We're literally just finishing the first week of August, so that doesn't really say much, but could be, you know, wanting to push up eventually if we're kind of following these little lower wicks. They're not little. Why do I keep saying little? If we're following these lower wicks, you know, that is indication that the bulls are involved. So let's see if they have momentum to keep pushing it up for the next, you know, 25 days, but we'll see. Let's go to the weekly. Same idea, you know, we are moving up. So this last weekly candle closed bullish. It closed above the high of the body of the previous candlestick. So this would have been the close, this would have been the close of the previous candlestick's body, and price this week closed above it as well. So it's moving on up, you know, so that's a good sign that the bulls are involved. Let's go down to the daily. I'm just going through the higher time frames pretty quickly, just because the lower time frames have a bit more detail. So as we go down to the daily, as you can see, this is where we kind of see ish starting to happen. I did have an idea, or kind of thought that price would continue this lower high, lower low momentum to the downside, but as you can see, price did not do that. It actually formed a support here, and it started pushing up from the support, which is, you know, understandable. I kind of had an idea of what I would do in each scenario. You know, if price did this, then I would sell, but if price did this, I would buy. So as you can see, I ended up being bullish this week because of this main fact, just because of the fact that price was able to create a support here and then push up from it. It failed to break below and close, although it did create a fake out, and we'll go down to the 4 hour and I'll show you guys just kind of, always doing that. I'll just show you guys how that fake out kind of looked. Probably more detail on the lower time frames, but yeah, essentially price was here. The 3rd would have been the Tuesday, and price had essentially created the support here, as we can see. Very lovely, just seeing as it was doing something that it did recently, just the week before, I think July 27th. Yeah, that was literally the last Tuesday. So that was pretty interesting that it was able to push up from there. But as you can see, price during London session, pre-New York, pushed down, and then once New York session opened, it pushed right back up. So we see this just huge weird wick. You know, we can even measure how big that wick was essentially, because this was a big old wick. So it was 61 pips, so 610 micro pips essentially. So that's huge. Me personally, I look for 40 pips. So, you know, I could have sold here, but there was no information, no confirmation for me to do that, especially seeing as the candlesticks before were closing above this zone here. So for me to have taken a sell would have been kind of risky, but yeah, so whatever, price ended up creating higher highs, higher lows as we went up. So I personally took a trade on the Tuesday, just going down to the 1 hour. So I took a trade on the Tuesday night, like right before midnight. So my trading time is midnight. So you can kind of say it was the 4th of August, where I entered a buy, just because I saw that, you know, we had this fake out to the downside, came back up, price started closing above this zone again, as it was recently, and then it started pushing away from it. So once I saw this level broken, and price start to kind of hover above it, I did take whatever you call it, an impulse trade, as some people would call it, and then I just let price, you know, do its thing from there. So as price was pushing up, I was still awake, you know, with my insomnia, I was still awake here, and I ended up putting my stop loss at break even just before 2:30 before I fell asleep. And then as you can see, price dropped. So what I was mentioning before was that, you know, as you can see, price did continue pushing up. It definitely did continue pushing up after the fact. So my bias was correct. It was just my timing was wrong. And unfortunately, I don't trade right now during London session. So for me to have taken a buy, that would have been beautiful if I did it during, during New York session, but I only trade London session. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So price did push up. It was only like a few pips away from my take profit, like less than 20 pips away from my take profit. So I was halfway there, and then boom, it just dropped. And this is all while I was sleeping. So I had no way to kind of manage the trade after the fact. I was just very, very happy that I put my stop loss at break even, because I always have a 20 pip stop loss usually, and that would have gotten taken out right here. And then I would have been sad when I woke up and I was down 1%. But as you can see, the next day, so that was basically August the 4th, which was, we'll consider it the Wednesday. I did take a trade on the 5th of August, a little bit after midnight, so around 1 in the morning, 1:30. I took a buy, again, pretty much the same analysis as my last trade, just seeing that price was continuing to the upside. It was breaking these levels. I had drawn this, this little level here, this horizontal line, I guess you can call it, just because I saw that price was tapping these places multiple times. So I did enter a buy once I saw that price basically closed above this area. I did enter a buy, and once again, almost at my take profit, y'all. Almost at my take profit. We are almost there. Just about 10 pips away, and price plummets down, hitting my stop loss. So in this case, I had already fallen asleep, so I wasn't able to put my stop loss at break even by the time that, you know, this all happened. So yeah, unfortunately I did lose 1% in total this whole week, but it's just annoying when it's just like price still went and hit my take profit after the fact. Of course, during New York session again, it basically did the same thing on the Thursday that it did on the Wednesday, in terms of like New York session having that push, and London session kind of had a pullback. But it is what it is, y'all. And what did I do? What did I do when I saw that my stop loss was hit and then it went in the direction of my take profit. What did I do, guys? I sat on my hands. I closed the charts. I went and enjoyed my life. I did not try to re-enter a trade during a time that I was not supposed to trade. I did not try to stack trades. I did not try to increase my lot size. I did nothing, okay? Of course, I'm not really someone to give advice. This is just my opinion, but you should be following your trading plan to a T, to the point where even if you see that your stop loss was hit and then your take profit would have been hit after, just right after your stop loss, it does not matter. You know what I mean? This is just the game of, you know, foreign exchange trading. It's just a probability game. And how would you know? Let's say you took away your stop loss to allow room for it to push up. How do you know if price wasn't just gonna plummet right down? You know what I mean? So these are things we don't know. The market is always right. The market always knows what it's doing. We are just the people who react to it. So there's no point in trying to guess and whatnot. All we can do is just have rules set in place, have, you know, structure and discipline, and just, you know, allow the market to play out how it wants to play out. So yeah, guys, that was my my week. And even though it is annoying to see your take profit would have been hit right after your stop loss, it's nice to know that, you know, you follow your trading plan. It's a better feeling to know you follow your trading plan, you manage your risk. And I only lost 1% this week. That's not a big deal. That's really not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. So we already looked at the monthly, we looked at the weekly. We're just gonna do an analysis here real quick, guys, because I don't want to keep you too long. And to be honest, I have chicken wings in the oven, so man's gotta go check out their chicken wings. Why do I talk like this? I talk like a Toronto girl when I'm not. I'm from Mississauga. Anyway, so on the daily, we see that price was actually able to rally up to this level here where it previously broke down from the week before, this week that just ended. So it's interesting to see that we are at this area now where we're pushing down. Even if we look further left, we see that price is in this area as well. Definitely curious to see if we're able to break above it here eventually. Maybe do a pullback and push up. That's what I'd be looking for in terms of buys. Sells, I would have to see a confirmed bearish candle, you know, close. And then some confirmation to the downside, a confirmation candle that we're going to the downside. Let's go to the H4 here just to see, because right now it looks like we're just creating a double top actually. So, looks like we could be going to the downside. Who knows? Who knows? This definitely looks like an area that price is having a hard time breaking above. So I feel like if and when it does break above, it will be a very strong push above, but I wouldn't be too shocked if I see consolidation first as price is kind of gathering liquidity. Let's go down to the H1, even though my drawings are all over the place. Let me just erase this. So we see on the H1, just a lot of stuff happening here. It's not too clear. So I think for me personally, I will be looking at the H4 more so for confirmation, but we do see, you know, this upward channel. If we want to draw it here, we see that price just bounced off of the bottom of the channel. So, you know, if it's getting ready to go up, we can kind of see more consolidation and then a push up, or we might see a fake out and a push up, you know, we don't know, or we can kind of see that push down. It's really good just to kind of have an idea or a visualization of what price could do in different scenarios, just so you're not shocked when it happens. But for me, to be honest, I don't want to say I have a bias right now. I just want to react to what the market is doing when it does it. So like I said, you know, I want to wait for some sort of close above this level. I will be waiting here hopefully during Sunday night, Monday. Those are the times I do not trade. Hopefully, you know, we see some action here and price ends up like being able to get to this top here. And then I would be more comfortable, you know, waiting for a, you know, a pullbacks of some sort after a close above. And then I'd be looking to get into a buy with my stop loss just below here. And then, yeah, really, if I'm looking for a sell, I have to wait for this level to be broken in order for me to be comfortable. And then I want to see, you know, again, a close below, a retest, and then a push down, just to give you guys an idea. This is basically what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking for. As simple as that, y'all. But yeah, guys, that was a real quick analysis. You know, I hope it was helpful to you. I try to keep things super simple, follow my, you know, my trading plan, just, you know, keep telling myself that I'm a great trader. I can do this. I am doing this. I'm successful. you know, I can make a limited amount of money with this. So, you know, I feel like we need to give each other, or we need to give ourselves positive affirmations in order to really, you know, believe that we can do it, because we can. You and I can. You, whoever's watching this, you can do it. Do not give up, guys. Do not give up. You are capable. You have all the resources you need to be a successful Forex trader, okay? Just remember that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by smashing that like button. I always am grateful for that. And definitely comment down below, like I said, give me some ideas of videos to create. I'm trying to be creative in terms of the video side too, just like the videography side, and the editing and stuff like that. I love that. So please give me some ideas of some videos, and I'll see if I can, you know, put a creative spin to it. And last but not least, do not forget to subscribe so you know when I post another video. And in the meantime, feel free to check out any of my other videos on this channel and my other channel, Candace B TV. Oh, and comment down below and let me know how your trading week went. Let me know. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. But other than that, beautiful people, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal, amazing day, week, and life. Bye.